Hello Capricorn, it is time for your mid-December update. We're going to start off with an oracle card as usual to see what your primary theme or energy is in the second half of this month. And we have Moon Money, allowing the flow of abundance. So this is in part about removing doubt or avoiding doubt. Stop questioning things and let things just flow. Stop putting up blockers. Stop saying no thank you. Start saying thank you. Start saying you accept. Open yourself up to the flow of abundance and it will come to you. But you cannot feel like you're not worthy of receiving it. You need to put yourself in the mindset of being worthy. You are worthy. I am worthy. I am abundant. I am receptive to abundance. This is me. Everything comes to me easily, and without doubt, I accept it. Be in the state of receptivity and receive the abundance that is flowing to you. This does not always mean that it is monetary abundance, although this card is very clearly indicating that that may be what it is. But there is definitely the flow or the potential of abundance flowing into your life as long as you are willing to receive it, to accept it. So be open to whatever is flowing your way. Don't try to redirect it. Don't try to give it away. This is something that is flowing to you for a purpose, and you need to be open to it. You need to allow yourself to accept it. I think that's the biggest thing, is allowing yourself to accept it for yourself and not for the purpose of giving it to somebody else, not for the purpose of spending it necessarily even on something practical. So this is supposed to be something that opens you up or gives you an opportunity for something fun, something that you want to do for yourself. So keep that in mind. All right, now let's see what the tarot cards have for you. We have the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, the Sun, and the High Priestess. So yeah, there's something that blocks you where you don't want to accept, maybe from a specific person. They're making an offer or providing something for you. And it's almost like you don't cut off your nose to spite your face, because that just doesn't turn out well and it doesn't make sense. So you need to let go of the resentment maybe you have for the source of the abundance. Yeah, there's no ill intent here, essentially. If you're perceiving that that's something that you need to work on and you need to recognize, and that you need to find a way to heal within yourself so that you can be open to receiving. All right, let's get into these individual cards. We're starting off here with the Knight of Cups, and this may be the giver here in this situation. Knights are somebody who they don't have a lot of experience out in the world, right? They're just exploring, they're getting to know things, they're figuring out what works for them and what doesn't. Cups themselves are about our emotions, our intuition, our imagination. They could be a budding artist. They could be somebody who's just graduated college, so they have the degree. Maybe they want to go into some sort of creative field or counseling or something like that. But they have no idea how things actually work when they get out there and start doing the things. So they're learning, they're figuring it out, they're failing, and they're getting up and they're dusting off and trying again. Usually the Knight of Cups is a very optimistic personality. A little bit go-lucky. They can seem like a flirt. They're not interested in anything permanent at this time in their life. Usually they're just passing through as they go on and try and experience different things and learn. They don't know exactly what they want out of life right now, but they are enjoying the journey and exploring all the options. Definitely out for fun, but again, nothing permanent for this person at this time. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. Queens are leaders. This is definitely feminine energy. She's very much in control of her life, of her finances, of her home, of her career. She may be seen as a leader, or has some sort of position that involves coordinating things, is what I'm feeling mostly here for you guys. Maybe even working behind the scenes. Very much a laid back kind of energy. She's not pushy. She accepts what comes. This could be very much Capricorn, feminine Capricorn energy, actually. She's receptive. She takes things as they come, as they are her due. She has earned the things that she receives, and she accepts them and incorporates them into her life. So perhaps this is you, perhaps this is somebody you know who has this kind of energy and maybe is inspiring you, or that you aspire to be more like. They're very confident, again. So they could be somebody who also gives financial advice, or maybe somebody in the real estate business. This could also be somebody who is, where are we going? Career counseling or something like that too. Could be one of the paths that they have. But there's somebody you look up to. They're also very kind of an earth mother type of vibe a lot of times, although this time this feels more business-like, very focused energy, while at the same time not laser focused. They just know how to take advantage of opportunities when they arise. And they have a lot of wisdom in that. They have a lot of experience in that. So 2 people here. One who is off doing their thing, figuring it out, kind of happy-go-lucky, transitory, here for a short time as they move on to things. This person is planted. They are well known. They have a reputation. They're confident in who they are. They are successful. Then we have this 3 of Swords here. This is a tough card. This is a card indicating regret, disappointment, anger, frustration, grief. This is a card of disappointment. This is a card indicating that something is not turning out the way that you expected it to, the way you had it worked out in your head. The plan isn't working because the other party doesn't have the same plan, doesn't have the same goals. So what you thought was solid, was you were confident that you could maybe change things or things could shift around. The other person was never really interested in changing in that way. And that's hard to face. It's hard to recognize. It's hard to understand. Part of this, though, is also the fact that you are more enamored of the idea of it, of the potential of it, than of the other person actually involved. So there's a disconnect on both sides, but as you're going through this, it's hard to see that. It's hard to recognize that, because there is that anger. There's the death of that idea, the death of that potential within this, which can be devastating. However, this is the 3 of Swords. It is the beginning yet of a journey. This is something where you may later on look at it as kind of a close escape, a lucky break, because it's not meant to be. It wasn't meant to be. It wouldn't have worked out for the long term if you guys had kept trying to make it work, because you had an idea of what it should be, even though the reality is that wasn't what it was or what it could be. So tough. That's a hard thing to do, a hard thing to get over, a hard thing to deal with, but something that's necessary to move your life forward in a positive way so that you're available when you meet the right person. And then we have the Sun card, a major arcana card that is indicating joy, vitality, life. It's almost a feeling of euphoria, of like, oh my gosh, I had no idea that I was suppressing so many parts of myself to make this fit your idea of what it should be. You changed yourself. You were trying to stifle yourself because you were so enamored of the idea here. But now that that's not a possibility, there's a feeling of freedom, a feeling of relief almost. But again, at least a few days in this area here before you get to that point. But the potential here for you now is much bigger than it was with this other person or with this connection, whatever that may be. Is this necessarily romantic? No, not necessarily. This could have to do with a business deal that's gone wrong. A good escape there. But the sun is indicating joy and happiness and a sense of freedom. Get outside and feel that sun on your skin. That will help you recover. That will help bring some hope back in. And that's what helps free you up and open you up to that abundance. If you're trying to shove all of your expectations into this little thing here, this one thing here, and it wasn't working, it wasn't right, that's what could have blocked abundance from you. But now that you're free of that, that opens that energy up to receive something else. And that may be the abundance. There's another aspect here, though, with the High Priestess, the second card in the Major Arcana. This is a card about being very confident internally in who you are, in how your connection to the divine. Feeling it within your own body, within your heart. Being confident about how you feel there. And letting yourself be guided by your body and your energy, your own energy. Not letting yourself being distracted by somebody else's energy and somebody else's goals. This is about what's within you, the potential within you that you have, and being open to that and receptive, again with the receptive to that. So if you can get yourself to a place where you're not blocking and stifling your own energy, if you can open yourself up and free up that energy, so you have openness, you have space within you to receive, that's what's going to allow the abundance to flow toward you. Put it that way, flow towards you. So, not necessarily easy, but the benefits for you are great. And that, Capricorn, is what I have for you for your second half of December reading. Please hit that like button. Please share this with others. Please comment below if this resonated with you or not. And most of all, please subscribe to help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.